All right, I'm live. I don't know how well you're going to receive this or how choppy it is, but I'm getting choppy stuff over here on this end. I hadn't been long up, and I had planned a shower and all that kind of stuff, but I turn on the TV and hear this garbage going on. There's so much lies on American television. It wasn't this way before, but now it is. You got congressmen, millionaires lying, okay, to people who work a 9 to 5 to make them money, and they lying, okay, about any and everything. And the issue about a lying spirit is it will lie about anything for no reason. The other thing is it forgets the lies that it tells because it tells so many, right? And then the other thing it does, it believes the lies that it tells, right? And it can't separate the lies from the truth because it believes the lies are true. Because keep putting it out there to make it true for you. And that's what Trump and the other folks have been doing concerning the election stolen. They're duping you, they're playing you, and they're using you for their selfish gain. The problem in America is gas is running America. You got gas running America. Gas is in control of America. What's gas? Greed, avarice, and selfishness. And I watched these people praise people who got all their family together, praise people who got business success, praise people who got their little kingdom they're building up. They're building up their kingdoms. Everybody got their little kingdom trying to build. A hot dog stand kingdom, a burrito kingdom stand kingdom, a real estate kingdom, a university kingdom, a cosmetic kingdom. All these kingdoms they trying, and that's a problem because we as a human race need to bring up the human race as a single kingdom, right? And then all of a sudden we will have extraordinary technological achievement, no poverty, no lack of water, no lack of air, clean water, clean air, no, and clean dirt, no toxins. And it'll be a different world, but we're not living in that world. We living in a world of sin, right? Where you're punching holes in the earth. Natural gas holes, oil holes, well holes. The earth is a body, a living organism. You're punching holes in it. What do you think it's going to do? You're punching all these holes in it. Over 1,500 wells in the Gulf of Mexico. Over 1,500 wells. I don't know how many wells in Texas and all them other places. Do you think the earth is going to allow that? Now, I digress. And I told myself this. When the spirit takes over and moves me a direction while I'm up here in these talks, it's a sin to quench the spirit. So that's what I did earlier on another video. I stopped it yesterday. So I'm going to do that. If the spirit gets a hold of me, I'm just going to let it go and share with you what it will. The Holy Spirit I'm talking about. Okay. For you heathens and you naysayers. And so, free speech is being attacked. They won't allow it. Now, let me tell you what's going on so you know. They dropped a free speech bomb about 2 months ago. They're trying to stop free speech. They're trying to stop free speech. And then they stopped that. Okay. That was a seed that was being planted. They planted a seed. Spirits, see, you guys deal with carnality, natural stuff. I'm dealing with spiritual. So, and that too, because you can't help but deal with that stuff because it's there. But the spiritual, I'm looking at it spiritually. It's like, what's going on here? What's going on here? All right. So you always want to look at it spiritually. So they planted a seed. So in spirituality, you plant a seed and then you water it and let it grow. Okay. And that's what they're doing. They plant a seed, free speech. You're trying to kill free speech. And the other thing, cancel culture, they go together. Cancel culture. Okay. And so both of them, they backed off them, but they planted seeds. Now they're going to come back with full media blitz. Newspapers, magazines, radio, television, magazines, blitz of those 2 points, okay? And that's going to happen just before the ball's in play, when they throw the big pass, okay? When they shoot the big 3-pointer at the buzzer, okay? Listen up, I'm telling you. You say, oh, it won't happen. You're passive and you're complacent, like the Romans. That's where you are. I got to get my 9 to 5. Got to get my shot. I got to go to soccer. I got to go do this. And you all say, yes, you full of it. Basketball players, this is how it's going to work for you. You're going to come off of a game, win or lose, whatever. You're going to go to the locker room, shower. When you come out the locker room, there will be down the hall where you go. You're going to be able to go on guys with M16s, M4s, automatic rifles. And they're going to say, go that way. That's what this is about. Just go that way. As you're going that way, you may see a body that's dead with blood on it in the hallway. What's that? Just keep going that way. Don't ask some questions. And you all going to be rounded up in a room and say, this is where it's going to be in from now on. You're going to play basketball, but you ain't going to get the money. Your owner's going to get the money. You just going to play. Your wife and child and all that, okay, we'll deal with it. We'll tell you how it's going to go. And what are you going to do? Pull out your gun and shoot somebody when you got 50 guys with machine guns? Right. That's how they do it. They get a lot of people with a lot of guns and they go, well, what are you going to do? And you can't do nothing because you don't expect it. Right. I'm telling you, expect it. So when a whole other guys come with a gun, at least you can get 1 or 2 of them before you die. Now, I can't say kill anybody on YouTube. Don't kill nobody. Don't hurt nobody. Okay. But when armed people with guns come to your house, you decide what to do. Don't hurt nobody. YouTube, Google, YouTube, Facebook. Don't hurt Twitter. Don't hurt nobody. But we're going to allow people to talk in these closed little rooms. Nastiness, super nastiness. And your claim is we're doing it so the law enforcement can see who's doing what and we can track them and Well, what about erasing that crap that's in their brains they're getting at? What about erasing the psychology of whatever they're getting in their head? Facebook, YouTube. There's a bunch of lies you're telling all kind of folk. This is the big issue right here. This is one of the big issues. Okay, free speech. They're going to push a lie, free speech. And they got News On, America First. They got these new news outlets they just come up with that's going to be spreading lies. That's what they do. They ain't spreading a whole lot of lies right now, okay? Because they know they've been watched like a hawk because they came up right after Trump. Trump thought he was going to win the election. These things going to come up and he was going to push. The next thing was the Nazi-ation of America, i.e. niggas out, color out, Asians out, Chinese out, Mexicans out, Latins out. That means you, Rubio, and the other guy, you two, affluent millionaire Latinxers who talk bad and dirty about immigrants, and you ain't nothing but an immigrant yourself. That's just how Hitler was. He was a Jew, and he talked crap about Jews, killing all kinds of Jews. He was a Jew. Look at Hitler. He's not an Aryan. Hitler was not an Aryan at all. Look at him. He looks like a Jew. Look at the features. All right, so let me stop this because I hadn't even planned to do this right now. But I watched that TV and I was so upset. Oh, let me end with this. Yeah, I turn on TV news. All these lies. I'm hearing lies and lies and lies. And people, American population are not spiritual and they are not intelligent. Okay. The intelligent ones are the ones who've gone to school, but the problem with those folks, they've been socialized for the wealthy to do their bidding. And so that's what they're, because I was groomed that way too. Okay. And I did that for most of my life. Actually, all of my life, really. This is the problem in the Constitution. The Constitution says that Black people aren't 100% human. Okay, as long as that's in the Constitution, Black folk gonna have issues with races and classes and sexes and all the stuff. Okay. As long as the Constitution says that people of color or slaves or black folk was 3/5 of a human, we got an issue here in America. That needs to change. Okay. The problem, though, is when you go to change the Constitution, these racist, hateful, non-Christian Republicans will say, let's change all this other stuff too. And they will try, just like they're trying to make it harder to vote. Voting is a right. Just like eating is a right, having clothes is a right, and having shelter is a right as an American. Figure that out. Republican legislatures, all legislatures, Supreme Court, the President of the United States and Vice President, the Justice Department, all your federal agencies, figure that out. Would you figure it out? This is the way.